guys, so this is the last day we're doing things this way, but I'm still going to give a little overview about why I've been doing things this way. For those who have not been reading my post, I was demonetized on Facebook, and I am not wanting to leave Facebook permanently. I'm going to stay on there as long as I'm allowed to, but the fact that my page keeps getting hit by all these bans when I'm not really doing anything wrong makes me feel like they may delete my page without my consent, and then I'm SOL. So I decided to do all 12 zodiac signs because there's no more subscribers hub. So the people who were subscribed, by the way, if you're still subscribed to Facebook, I suggest you take that up with Facebook because I'm not in control of that, and they're not going to be paying me that money. So that's something you really need to. That's why I give up on Facebook as a monetization place. It's not built for content creators, and I'm going to be focusing on YouTube and Patreon. So if you want to support me, please make sure to fund the links. They will be in the description box to those other two platforms. But meanwhile, about 30 days ago, I warned everybody who was a subscriber to start switching over to Patreon because I kind of felt this coming. And I've decided to do all 12 zodiac signs publicly so that those who don't want to go to Patreon still get the last few days of content. And starting tomorrow, we're back to collective stories and collective messages, okay? So let's go ahead and see. What's the message? We're finishing with the two of Virgo, I believe. Yeah, Virgo and Libra today. So Virgo, what's the holiday message for Virgo? Because this is for like the next 6 weeks or so. What's the holiday message for Virgo? We've got Hearth, number 19. May your warmth take in the gazing flame upon the shivers thy melt away. Okay, for Virgo. Wreath, 43. There in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. So this is a 1, this is a 7, in case those numbers are important to you. And ringing the bells, number 30. Ring thy bell to cast them out, ring thy bell and dance about. Swirl the sounds amidst the winds, nowhere to hide, for all will ring. Okay. So, by the way, speaking of ringing the bells, I forgot to ring my little bell. I'm going to ring the little bell to kind of just clear the energy around the reading. So if you have a sensitivity to high frequency sounds, please make sure to lower your volume, okay? Ready? I think I got the wrong type of bell because it's weird. It just swirls. I can hear it swirling. I'm like annoyed. Okay, anyways, that should be enough. Let's start with number 30. So the keywords for this card are banishment and charging. And it says, bells and Yules go hand in hand. They're used to create music. You'll often find a Santa or two swinging one around, and bells are always attached to sleighs. They are genuinely joyous, but can be used for more than simple musical instruments. Bells also raise energy to increase rituals and the effectiveness of spells, while cleansing negative energy to drive away malicious spirits. It's essential to keep your home's energy clear all year long, but especially during the winter season when you spend more time indoors and with loved ones. Energy tends to hide in dark places and dusty corners that haven't seen a full day's sun in some time. And like your space, the soul can be full of tiny pockets of low vibrational energy that you may not realize are there. The same goes for everyday living. There could be people in your life who are full of low vibrations, but you're so used to having them in the background that you simply haven't noticed in a while. You have pulled ringing the bells because something distressing is in your life and you are being called to banish it. It could be a person or an object or even a place. What comes to mind first that is bothering you will be the cause. Perhaps you're holding on to something from a past relationship that makes you sad. Or it could be a friend who, despite how much you love them, brings you down a little when they're around. It may not seem like a big deal, but your energy takes a hit every time you're in the presence of low vibrational company. You're being guided to slowly and lovingly banish this person or thing from your life. If it's an object, it may be time to donate or recycle it. If it's a person, it could be as simple as spending less time with this person or explaining how you feel so that they may change. As you clear this energy from your life, your vibrations will raise and call more joy to you. All right. Now, number 19, hearth. The keywords of this one are warmth, light, and fire energy. This says, come, dear, and sit by the fire. Hearth comes to a reading when you are cold, rigid, or perhaps seeing things only from a logical perspective. You're being guided to warm your soul and to experience life from the heart. Your emotions don't care about logic or reason. The heart feels what it feels, and in this situation, your heart is wiser than your mind. Listen to your inner knowing to guide you. You may feel conflicted. Your mind might be telling you to be more practical, more responsible, or more sensible. This is your ego operating from a place of fear. Your soul knows what you need now, and it is letting you know through what you feel. Allow this wisdom to be heard, and that all will be well. And then wreath, 43. Okay, the keywords for this one are eternity, growth, and symbol of circle. Life is always ebbing and flowing in a cycle of good and bad. Circles are a perfect representation of the wheel of life. So when wreaths enter your spread, it is a reminder that good fortune will return to you in time. If you are going through a rough patch, know that this period will not last forever. You are coming to a turning point in your life, and more paths will be available to you soon. Until that time, remember that you are what you attract. Keeping a positive attitude and trusting in the universe will help you draw even more favorable circumstances. If you are going through an unusually favorable time, remember to make the most of it, as things will return to normal sooner or later. Live in the moment and cherish any good luck you have, because it may be over in a flash. All right, hold on. Let me take off this sweater because it's getting a little warm in here. Okay. Now, so from what I can tell, something is reaching its pinnacle. I don't know if you're in a really tough situation, that may be what's reaching its pinnacle before it ends. Whatever it is, your intuition is already telling you what it is that needs to go, what it is that needs to end. Your heart is telling you. But you may be resistant to it only because it may be someone you really care about, maybe someone you've spent a lot of time with, but you really need to listen to yourself, because your own heart is telling you, hey, this is what's going on. Maybe there's a practical side of you that's saying, no, this person is important to you. But remember, that's the side that's ruled by fear. But let's see. What is the holiday message for Virgo? What is the holiday message for Virgo? We start off with the Ace of Good Cheer, or the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Gifts, or the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Canes, or the Five of Swords, the Eight of Candles, or the Eight of Wands, the Holly King, Six of Canes, or the Six of Swords. By the way, this is the Emperor. The Knight of Gifts, or the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Candles, or the Page of Wands, and the Page of Gifts, or the Page of Pentacles. Let's see. Another page, Page of Good Cheer, which is the Page of Cups, Matrona, the Empress, Ten of Canes, or the Ten of Swords, the Two of Gifts, the Sun, I feel, For some of you, this may be a decision concerning either a child or your inner child. Because this looks like a mother deciding, because pages are children. We've got 3 pages in the picture. Page of Cups, Page of Candles, which is the Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So you may be a mother who's deciding for 3 children what to do. And that decision has to do with ending something, walking away from something or somebody. Maybe this is somebody who financially provides, but you know that they're not good for you in any other way, or your children. And I think that this may be somebody that you used to have a lot of happiness with the Sun. But with the Four of good cheer, which is the Four of Cups, it may not be that way now. It almost feels like you're already, either one or both of you, if this is a relationship that's ending and it's because of children, or it's because of how your children feel about it, or how this person treats your children, I feel like for some time both of you have already been acting like you're single regardless. And this is just kind of enhancing it. So, Ace of good cheer, Ace of Cups. If you are a mother who is deciding to walk away for her children, this is telling me that you may be having some sort of gift come in from the universe. Either this feels like an offer, but an emotional offer. So somebody could be helping you, because the Eight of Pentacles is next, which is daily life. Somebody could be offering to help you move out of this place that isn't really serving you. Somebody could be helping you by saying, well, I'll get you housing so that you can leave. I'll get you, I'll help you look for a job. I wouldn't say it's a super tangible offer. It's more like goodwill. Someone is extending goodwill. Someone is trying to help you so that your daily life isn't as difficult when you walk away from wherever you're at now. Because with the Five of Canes, you're in the energy of, I know that once I cross this line, if you are dealing with an emperor, you see them like they won't really be receptive to helping you. They won't really be, like, if you do cross that line, because we do have the Empress and the Emperor, right? Which is why at one point this felt like a perfect connection. But keep in mind, not every emperor belongs with every empress. You may already be communicating to this emperor that you plan on leaving. Because look, they look like they're packing up. They're heading out, and it's a mama with her babies. So if you've already communicated to this person that you are leaving, I think that they possibly made it very clear that if you do leave, they won't be assisting you. So there's a moment of hesitation on your part, because this energy tells me you know that it's better if you go. You know that it's better if you leave. But this energy tells me that your mind tells you it's practical to stay, because then we have 8, 9, 10 pentacles. Then you'll have stability. You may have financial stability, but your mind, your heart, will not have stability. So it's basically like, what are you choosing? Because remember, everything changes with time. If you chose someone who was who seemed like a good match, but now the only thing they provide is financially and emotionally and mentally, you're not at peace. Are you willing to sacrifice your mental health, your body, your time, to stay in a place where you know that you are unhappy. And I'm not sure if all these pages represent children or if they represent energies. So I'm going to read it both ways because this is a collective, and for some of you it'll represent children, for others of you it'll represent an actual energy. So with the Page of Cups, if you don't have children, or if this has nothing to do with your children, it could very well be that you are an artist. And maybe the emotional offer that's been made is somebody trying to help you get out there as an artist and saying, I'll help you start uploading content. I'll help you do this. I'll help you do that. And it's going to require you getting out of your comfort zone, because you are showing up as a creative person, someone who can birth new creations. So, well, I don't know, Virgo, if this is you or if this is you, honestly. So we'll just read it one way right now. Because honestly, you could be the Emperor. Either way, whichever one you are, you're having to put yourself out there creatively. You're having to put yourself out there emotionally, even. With the Knight of Gifts, you're starting to see things from a very different perspective. This is the energy, although it could be a young man from like, I don't know, 17 all the way to 25. Somebody who is starting to think about what do I want the rest of my life? So I don't know if this is one of your children or if you are sitting here thinking, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? Am I going to stay here in this place, or am I going to put myself out there? Because at the Page of Candles, this is also the energy of putting yourself out there, but in a different way. This is putting yourself out there creatively, and this is stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something you've never done before, experiencing new things. And you're more willing to do that at this time. Now, with the Page of Gifts, that also may require you learning new things, new skills, new skills is what's coming to mind the most. So let's see. Let's get some clarity here. Clarify the Page of Good Cheer, the Page of Cups. Eight of Swords. Clarify the Page of Good Cheer. The Two of Cups. And the King of Cups. With the Magician. I have the feeling the feminine is a lot more leaning towards walking away. Because even here we've got the Magician with the Five of Cups, the Death card, followed by the Queen of Swords. So if the feminine is relaying her decision to walk away, to start over, right? The Death card also showed up, where over here behind the Empress we had the Ten of Swords. Here we've got the Death card. Both of them indications of the ending of a cycle, letting go, releasing. So I keep feeling the feminine's the one turning into a Queen of Swords, laying down boundaries, saying this is where I want to be, this is where I don't want to be. However, there is a moment of hesitation. There is this fear of like, what if I'm doing the wrong thing? Because now the masculine is showing up all lovey-dovey. But remember how much we love each other when they don't. Or maybe they used to, But they're not a king anymore. They've dwindled down to a page, and yet they still don't want to release this Empress. I think the other side of this, because there's two sides here that I can feel. One side is that it's this masculine now trying to act like, oh, we're so in love, when they know damn well that that was in the past. It's not who they are right now. And the other side of it is that this Empress, who is full of creative energy, not only is she showing with a little bump indicating creativity, right? Creation. She's also showing up with magician energy. So she has the ability to create a whole new life for herself. With the Five of Cups, she's been disappointed. She's been in grief. She's been in sorrow, realizing that things are coming to an end. But she's also been like, you know what? I think she's accepting it. Because it's followed by death. And death is inevitable. You can't, even if it hurts, you can't stop death. So she's accepting it. But for her to accept it, it also means she has to step into a stronger version of herself. It means she has to step into the version of herself that creates. Because now she may not be counting on this person to cover her financially. And maybe before she didn't fully expect this person to cover for her, but now she will be the only person responsible. And we have 3 pages in a night, so she could have multiple children. But as long as she trusts herself, she's going to be fine. That's an offer from the universe saying, if you follow your heart, I will provide for you. Also, I want to point out that the magician could also be this masculine now thinking, well, I've got all the tools. I know this feminine. I know what she needs. I know how to get her back. So if you are thinking of walking away from a masculine, just keep in mind that they've got a plan to hold on to you, even if they clearly know that you're not happy, and neither are they. Clarify the Ace of Good Cheer. Got the King of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. Interesting. With the 9 of Swords, the Empress, a 10 of Pentacles. Oh, wait, there's another one. The Strength card in the 10 of Pentacles. See, this Empress is kind of struggling a little bit because it's putting her in a place of a lot of mental anguish. Because the Empress has decided, I need to walk away. Now, it doesn't have to be financial. It could be that this Emperor is saying things like, well, you'll never find somebody who gives you the type of love that I gave you. You'll never find somebody who gives you the type of stability that I gave you, but it doesn't have to be financial. It could just be that there's somebody who's saying, who's going to help you take care of the kids? I do, because they're mine. You're not going to find that with anybody else. They're trying to put a lot of fear into her. They're trying to put a lot of mental blockages, because the 8 of Swords is a mental blockage. The 9 of Swords is it's anxiety and a worry that's so intense it fucks with your sleep. This king believes that they can use their charm. So interestingly, that's the emotional offer. The emotional offer is coming from this king, this masculine. They are in the energy of, I just have to be a little softer to bring them in. I just have to be charming. If once upon a time this Empress was digmatized, or, you know, if the Empress is a masculine in reality, they could have been pussy whipped, whatever it was. They believe that they can do that again, so that they can hold on to this Empress. They're going to start communicating, being consistent, because they feel like we can still salvage this. We can still fix it. The Empress doesn't need to walk away. But their idea of fixing it means bombarding her with fear and anguish to where now she can't see straight. That's what they're hoping for, to cause confusion. Clarify Eight of Gifts. So yeah, this sounds like a lovely king. Got the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. Okay. Clarify Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords. Well, with the Wheel of Fortune. Look at her. Okay. Okay. So, this Empress has found something. I don't know what it is, because it's going to be different for each of you. But this Empress, in her daily life, she has incorporated some skill, some exercise, whether that exercise is just like it's a mental exercise is what I feel. There's a practice she has adopted that helps her keep balance, that has her healing. It has her confronting all sorts of wounds and things that the 3 and the 4 is the 7. Things that in the past she would self-sabotage. She would believe the lies. She would sink herself into the depths of anxiety. It's almost like now she's realizing, if this person loved me, why would they be so intent on making me anxious? Why would they be so intent on fucking with my head? If they loved me, they would be trying to reconcile from a place of love, not from a place of instilling me with fear. It's like this little light has switched on, like, wait a minute. And maybe she's not sharing this. She's observing. She's being more discreet. She's just noticing the daily patterns of this King of Cups, King of Wands. And that takes courage. That's why she's showing up with the Knight of Wands, because that takes courage. Because it's going to break her heart, but it's also going to help her heal. Because she's realizing this is not somebody who does things out of love. Although that's the way they try to present themselves. This is a very twisted version of love, because it's love born out of fear, born out of anxiety, born out of... Like, there's a song out there. It's a Mexican mariachi song, but it's basically saying, no, I want you to go out and I want you to explore, and if you find someone that loves you with the same intensity I did, or even more, then that's where you belong. You know, letting them go. Because honestly, when you really love someone, you shouldn't try and control them. If you're trying to control them, you see this person as a possession that belongs to you, as an object that belongs to you. Love should set someone free, not have them feeling suffocated. And I think the Empress is trying to understand this. Because this same, look at that face. Look at that face. That same energy this king is putting into destroying the hopes of this Empress is the same energy that's alerting the Empress that this is not a love connection. Because somebody that loves you doesn't try to hold on to you out of fear. Or they don't try to hold on to you through fear. Because if the Empress is over here being creative and this person's over here destroying that, like, who do you think is going to buy this little shit that you created? Let's say she crochets, right? Let's say she crochets. I have to say this. The other day I came across a video, because this is connected, right? I came across a video of a creator, somebody who does handmade corsets. And she was mentioning how much it costs her to buy certain materials, because she makes them from very unique materials. How much time and energy it costs her to make each and every one. And then she's saying that she's selling them. She's trying to make sure that they're reasonable priced. So she ends up making about $5 an hour. And I have a Taurus moon. Okay. I'm all about value. I know what things hold value. That makes no sense to me. That is stupidity right there. She's more concerned with people buying her product, even if she's selling at a loss. And to me, that makes no sense. If you're going to be a creator that makes handmade products, or you do things yourself, like me, I do this, right? I have to do this myself. I can't afford to lower my prices where I'm at a loss, because that's my energy, and I value my energy. I value my time. So what I'm feeling here is that's what this king is trying to do. They're trying to make this person doubt their value. Let's say if this is somebody who does that, they make those beautiful corsets. There's somebody who's like, nobody's going to buy a $500 corset. That's ridiculous. In reality, yes, they will. People who know value and know that you put all that time and energy into it, and that makes it well done, that makes it sturdy, they will pay that. But this is somebody who's trying to feed all these fears in the Empress. In reality, the Empress is getting wiser, and she's realizing that's not love. Somebody who loves me won't try and tear my ideas, my identity down just so I'll stay with them. That's not love. Clarify 5 of Canes. Good for her. Oh, all right. Got the 9 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said. With the 10 of Wands underneath. So this is a heavy realization. My allergies are kicking in, sorry. This is a heavy realization for this Empress. Because I think on some level, although she wasn't happy, she still cared about this king. Maybe she still wanted to stay friends with him. And she's realizing, remember with this card, it was talking about how you may have to banish people from your life even if you care about them. And that's I think what this Empress is realizing. I'm over here worried about whether this person is okay, whether they're happy, because I still care about them. Maybe I'm not in love with them, but I still care about them. And what are they trying to do? They're trying to build off of fear. This connection we have, maybe they're even realizing that the connection started off of fear. And it continued that way. And that's part of what's helping them realize this is a cycle that needs to end. It's time to let it go. Oh my God, my allergies are kicking in full force right now. I'm not sure why, but okay. Anyways, clarify 8 of Candles. Clarify 8 of Candles. We've got the Chariot. Oh, 6 of Swords. Okay, I think I got a lot. Strength card. 10 of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the 7 of Cups. With the Moon. Again. And this is so interesting because it's highlighting what I was just talking about. This masculine is in the energy of determination. They are determined to stop this Empress from moving on, because the 6 of Swords is her moving on. They're like, no. I've got to tame this Empress again. I've got to get this Empress under my control. And because I don't know how long these two have been together, right? I have a feeling it's at least minimum 3 years, maximum 10, because the 10 of Pentacles also came out. They know this person's fears. They know their deepest, darkest secrets. And they're using that. That's how the 5 of Swords is here. They're using that against this Empress. Now, it may have something to do with the 10 of Pentacles. It may have something to do with family. It may have something to do with finances. It may have something to do with stability. But with the 7 of Cups, they're focusing on, because we're clarifying the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands came out with this king. So there's a lot of talk, right? They're doing a lot of yapping. And everything that they talk about has to do with creating the illusion, this negative illusion about what the Empress's life will be without them. And again, all it's doing is reinforcing to this Empress, if they're married, that a divorce needs to happen. And this doesn't have to be a relationship. For some, this will be a boss. For others, it'll be a parent. Either way, there's some sort of contract here. And it's just making it very clear, but I feel like she's keeping it to herself. This Empress is gaining understanding, but she's keeping it to herself. Where she's realizing, no, go ahead and talk, because the more you talk, the more you're letting me know that you don't belong in my life. And my heart is telling me this, because I know that if you loved me, you wouldn't try and destroy me like this. You wouldn't try and, like, this person is trying to act like they're wise. This masculine is trying to act like, see, I'm just trying to protect you. I'm trying to tell you the reality out there. But their reality involves a lot of fear, fear-mongering, a lot of trying to create anxiety and confusion for this Empress. That's not love. That's control. And this Empress is finally growing wise to it. It might have taken her some time because she was wearing these rose-colored glasses when it came to this masculine. Now she's like, no, that's not. I see you. I see you clearly. Clarify the Holy King or the Emperor. Got the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Ten of Wands. You know what's interesting? Wow. I'm kind of mind blown right now because I feel like this masculine has just exposed themselves. The Empress, I don't know for how long. I don't know how long this has been going on because it's a collective, right? It's a collective Virgo reading. It's going to be different. And there's different Virgo degrees. So for some of you, this already happened. For some of you, it's happening right now. And for some of you, it's going to happen in the future. But I feel like this masculine has done a pretty stellar job of making this Empress believe that they need this masculine. When in reality, it's the masculine, the one that needs the Empress. But see, with the Five of Pentacles, they can't let her know that. They can't let her know that she's the one that brings them fulfillment. So they try to play it off like, you need me. But with the Five of Pentacles, this is what's really interesting. I feel like the Empress is either the one that has the finances or the one that brings stability to this Emperor's life. I'm not sure what this all entails because, again, it's a collective, right? So for some of you, she may be the one that's really good at managing his finances, and that's what keeps them stable. And they know that once she leaves, they're SOL. Or she may be the one that, I'm not really sure. It's going to take it as it resonates. Because for some of you, it's going to be different things. I'm just trying to give examples. Even emotionally, though, she is what keeps them grounded. She is what keeps them feeling whole, feeling warmth. And it's ending with the Ten of Swords. It's ending because before she used to look at this person through rose-colored glasses, and now, and it looks like she's even looking up, and now that she's taken those rose-colored glasses off, she's seen them for the insecure, heartbroken, deceptive person that they're being. She's starting to realize that they make decisions from a lot of burdens that they carry from their past. They make decisions out of hurt, out of pain. They make decisions out of, I have to win. They make decisions out of insecurities, out of anxiety. And she's starting to realize this and saying, I don't think she's telling this person this. She's just accepting it. She's realizing it. And saying, okay, it could have been a great match. But I don't feel this emperor is really an emperor. I think they put on that persona. But clearly their behavior is saying they're not fully there yet. Clarify the Six of Canes or Six of Swords. Page of Wands. Judgment and Three of Wands. Yep. Page of Swords. See, all these pages are coming out. Because whether they realize it or not, this masculine puts so much effort in triggering this empress, in scaring her, in bringing up her worst fears, her worst secrets. What they did is they made her heal. They pushed her so hard into heartbreak that they ended up making her realize she needed to heal. That's why all these pages are coming out, because either one, they have 4 children or children, or 2, it's making her address all of the different angles of her inner child. The emotional angle, the playful, exciting, creative angle, the mental angle, and the angle that comes with strategy, with not just strategy, structure and learning things. They're addressing it all. They're stepping out of their comfort zone. But I will tell you this masculine really does not realize that the one thing they're doing when they're coming in with this emotional offer, and this could be the Virgo, right? We don't know who's who. This is going to be different because it's a collective. It'll apply differently. It could be that this is the Virgo is the masculine. Either way, the Empress is in the energy of stepping out of her comfort zone and moving away. She's opening up to new things. She's opening up to new life. She has made this decision and she's not looking back. Even if this masculine comes forward, even if this masculine's like, no, we can salvage this. When they do come forward, it's still coming from a place of, I'm going to show you I'm right and you're wrong. And I'm going to show you how much you need me, because don't be dumb. But again, all it's doing to her is confirming that's not love. The fact that you're talking to me like that, the fact that you would try and bring out the worst part of me tells me you don't love me. Clarify Knight of Gifts or the Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands, King of Swords with the Star. And you know what's really interesting about this is that the more that this Empress turns her back on this masculine, saying, that's not my match, the more she focuses on her own future, the more independent she becomes, the more that they want to marry her, the more that they want to be her match. Like before, the more they could control her, they didn't really respect her a lot. The more she starts healing and doing the work that is, giving her value, showing her her worth, showing her, it's like she's starting to glow. And the more she glows, they're like, oh, now I really have to keep her. But because they haven't healed, the way they're trying to keep her is coming from a really twisted place, which just confirms to her, yeah, I need to be single. I need to go away from this person. Clarify the Page of Candles with Page of Wands. Again, Eight of Cups. Clarify Page of Wands. Nine of Wands. Queen of Wands. Oh, Lordy. Ace of Swords. I think at some point when she's completely disillusioned, because before she would kind of keep up a little bit of this illusion of maybe they'll change, maybe they'll grow because they're the emperor to my empress and we can make such a great pair. At some point she's realizing, yeah, that's never going to happen. This person was meant to be in my life, but they were meant to be in my life as a lesson. And I get that now. And they may explain that now. Once the acceptance is fully kicked in, they'll explain it to this person. They'll explain, my boundaries are strong. I am not going to fall for this, and I'm going to explain to you why. But it's like the more confident she gets, the more she starts believing in herself. She's really glowing, and they are really wanting her now, but it's like a little too late because they need to now go address their wounds. Why they're trying to come at her from this angle. Clarify Page of Gifts. The Sun. And I think that this is the last piece of compassion she can give. The fact that she might even explain it, that's the last piece of compassion she can give. Because you also don't want to give people a blueprint on how to control you. And if she's telling them, it's how you're speaking to me, you're letting me know, they may even try and be smooth now. They may even try and compliment her. So she needs to be careful with that. Because this feels like somebody who's very good at manipulating. It doesn't mean that that's who they are. They would immediately switch back to this. So it would still, but if she's telling them how you're speaking to me, how you address me, they might change that for a while just to get her to stay. Clarify Page of Gifts. So I don't know, that one's a little bit of a Tower. Clarify the Page of Gifts. I'm telling you. And the Fool. No, I don't think they can keep her, no matter how hard they try. Knight of Pentacles. She's focused on her future. She's focused on where she's going. And where she's going is she wants a lover that brings her warmth. This is a boss. She wants a boss that values her. She wants, whatever type of connection this is, she wants it to be a place where she is happy and joyful and where she looks forward to being there. And she's realizing, I don't. That's what's so clear to me now. I don't look forward to spending time with you. You depress me. You bring me down. You lower my vibration. You are always complaining. You're always talking down to me. You make me feel like shit. And you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't want to be here. I'm done. And that's all she wrote. So, Virgo, I hope you're the Empress. If not, you're in for a surprise. But either way, I hope that this brought you guys some clarity and some guidance. And as usual, I look forward to feedback. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.